guys, I am here for you to watch the new, I don't know, whatever. Let's just get fucking started. So anyways, let's start when we left off. Zavala was fighting with Vant, which wasn't really a fight, he just been riding on, he did a neck chop, and Zavala was knocked out, and he actually died. And after this Haku came out for showing symbols of Naruto just tortured the boy, and he did something you wouldn't want to even know what he did. He massacred the poor boy, and after this he continued the way to Tazuna's house. When they reached Tazuna's house, they were greeted by his daughter Sunami. The dinner was the same as Gan and a brat shit talking about how they won't survive and stuff. Anyways, after they did that, after about a week, Gato came with his man saying that Haku died. But what didn't he know that they died because of a reason? That reason was not. When he came, he saw Naruto think that he wasn't any special, so he sent men to kill him. And when their sword struck his skin, it braked. So Gato was speechless and scared. He now was seeing something he didn't see. He now saw Naruto with him an aura of death. He just looked at Gato and he said, "So you are the pitiful fucking shit that has been terrorizing this land. You don't look much. You're only a clown. You're only a clown on top of some crazy ass maniacs that aren't even a challenge. Fuck off, idiots." Then he massacred the entire army using the celestial death magic to steal their souls. After this, they returned to Konoha, and the only thing that he did was try to get himself ready for the Chunin exam. And when they go to sign up, they still meet with Gaara and his team. They works at the bar, so the Gaara looking at Naruto and he said, "Mother wants your blood." Naruto just bitch slapped Gaara into a wall and he goes away with his two siblings getting him out. After this, they started the exam, which was pretty easy. The first part was the exam where they steal information from others, and Naruto gathered the most information from himself. Since he could read more, he gathered information from himself, thinking about ways to solve it, but using the complete omniscient magic to make himself know everything and anything. After this he goes to the second one. So tomorrow, looking at him in his mind, he was saying, "Look at this. What do we have here? I heard a lot about the ancient art of mana, but I haven't thought that anyone was able to use it. And now I have someone here who could use it perfectly. It would be a perfect experiment to do in my laboratory." And then he goes away. There was nothing that he was planning on doing something to it. After the second exam began to go, and they found a weak team, and they get the score. After this, Orochimaru came. He summoned his gigantic snake to get Naruto, but instead of her being able to eat Naruto, he just bitch slapped her into oblivion and she died. Seeing the insane raw physical strength behind this kid, Orochimaru wanted to play it safe. but he was too late. He got pitch slapped into into about 1,000 trees, and not a bit in front of him and said, pathetic. And this is the most terrifying danger of the leaf. If this was the most terrifying, then imagine what is the lowest one. I would kill all of them in a blink. Then George said, hey kid, don't kill me. I will give you a place. I will give you the fight you always wanted. Naruto think about this and he said, okay, I will trust you on this one. But if you were a dumb idiot and didn't tell me, did to me what you promised, then I promise to you that you will meet your father in hell. Chimaru just gulped and he goes away. Naruto came back and he said, just give me a moment. Sorry, it was hard to breathe. Sorry, my sister was twitching around like he was gonna wake up. Anyways, let's continue after this now. I'll just give the introduction in the third exam. When they entered the third exam, everything happened like no, but not a bloody keep so bad. You don't even want to see his face. Well, was after this was the fight of Neji against Hinata. Hinata was actually not caring about who wins. He was actually thinking Neji in his mind because he actually hated Hinata. He was there when she was bullied, and she was never there when he was bullied or taken by a demon. So he hated her a lot, and I mean a lot. And after some time of watching, it began the invasion of the village. The invasion began like no, we gotta go and awake her and become Shikaku. Returned to the neck chop, and when he was on the ground, he lying in front of him, he said, wake up, you fucking donkey. I don't need to see some weakling on the ground lying just because he couldn't kill someone. Wake up. I will help you. I will give you what you wanted. Said, now I will just give you what you wanted and you will help me with certain shits. Now come. Hatred is what we need. We fuel it. We need it. We swallow it. It's the cycle that we all have. In this world, the only thing that occurs in the rules is kill or be killed. Shikaku was amazed at the knowledge that this boy had to life, and he said, damn, Kurama had a very good host, and he knows about life exactly like I know. But my host did nothing but mourning and pouting about that he couldn't find someone he could kill. I wish he was my host. Then Gara smirked and he said, you know what? I actually like that idea. I thought you were the same shit as these guys. Think of life as something that you should very better treat. We are both the same. I will always be there if you want. And they shake hands and Gara goes away. After this was the death of the third. Naruto was actually kinda sad that the only man that treated him good was now dead. He found it quite hilarious that he actually missed him, but he couldn't. He still had a bit of his human emotion, and he was thinking, damn this human emotion, these weaknesses. With them I will never be the perfect being. With them I will be just like them, a fucking human. I need to get rid of this shit. And he actually started experimenting with himself to get rid of his emotions. And on 1 month of experimenting, he managed to get all of his emotions out. After this, he was called to the council to get with Jiraiya to meet Tsunade. After this, they all go. They both go, which stayed kind of the same. But when they reached the hotel, Ren came and Itachi knocked on the hotel door. Naruto just said, "Open the fucking door, you idiots." And Kingsama broke it and he said, "For a brat you have a vicious tongue. You killed my brother in sword Zabuza. Now I will get my revenge." The goal was to kill Naruto with Samihada to absorb his shock. But when he hit Naruto with Samihada, something happened. It mutated. It became far bigger and stronger until said, "Wow, that's mana. I have never seen such a thing. Kiwi Brat have it. I don't know why, but he must be special." He touches aside him suspiciously. A ninja having mana? That was unheard of from thousands of years. And he actually saw that he would become a serious danger if we let him arrive. So he shot an Amaterasu at him. Naruto just blocked with his bare hand and he said, "Pathetic fire, let me show you true fire." And he then let green fire engulfed both of them, burning them to nothing, not even leaving ashes. After this was done, he and Jiraiya go and fight Tsunade, but she was still cocky like cannon and challenged him to a fight, which he won easily. And she goes and be Hokage again, yada yada yada. And after this, he said something shocking to both Jiraiya and Tsunade. He said, Can I please have my own training regiment?" And Tsunade said, "What do you mean by that?" He said, "Oh yeah, the baby language. Can I go on a trip to train?" Tsunade was shocked and said, "Why? But you are already very strong." Naruto just coughed. "You see me as strong? Wait until you see the author." Tsunade was wondering what he meant by the author, but she let it slide down as meaning as a very powerful being that is far surpassed Naruto. And she let him go. Now an epic 2 years time skip. After this 2 years, he came back to the village and he said, "Welcome, fucking village. I didn't miss you at all. Did you miss me?" "Oh yeah, you didn't. That was very acceptable at all, but I don't care." After this, he goes to the center of the village getting dirty clothes from the village. Then he saw two people that he couldn't forget. The Uchiha twins. He just looked at them and he smirked and he said, "Hello, Sasuke. Do you want to see your revenge taken by another one?" He said, taking it back. It had a touch his head in it. When Sasuke looked at it, he glared at Naruto and he said, "You fucking idiot. Vengeance were mine. They were mine. I was the one to kill him. And you take my kill." And then he goes away angry as F. Leaving the ghost alone, he goes to the Yokage's office to tell them that he was arrived. And he said, "Can I get my own creation spell of the magic circle of the witchcraft?" And Tsunade just raised an eyebrow with a sweater and said, "What?" Then Naruto said, "Oh yeah, the baby language. Can I create mana in this village?" Tsunade just raised her eyebrow and she said, "I thought you hated them and you didn't want them to give them power." That Naruto scoffed and he laughed maniacally and he said, "Of course I hate them, but the mana will be controlled by me. If they wanted the powers, they should be nice to me, or they would lose everything forever." And Tsunade reading this was speechless. She didn't know why he wanted to do that, but she just said yes because the civilian council was becoming out of control. This will help a lot. Naruto just smirked and he snapped his finger and all the civilians now had mana from that he controlled. All of them only had one type. Most had fire, some had wind, and some had darkness, and others, and others, and others. After about a week or so, Naruto was casted into a mission of an S rank mission. And he said, "What is that fucking mission?" And Tsunade said, "Well, you need to restore the ruins of the Ancient One." Naruto, on hearing this, his eyes widened and he said, "You fucking donkeys. Don't tell me that you touched the superradioactive hyper time and space fuel." Tsunade just failed because she didn't know what that meant, but it sounded very dangerous, and she said, "What?" Then Naruto just facepalmed and he said, "Oh yeah, you guys are in the baby language of magic. I meant to say, did you guys touch a fuel that can travel between time and space and reality?" When he asked that, Tsunade failed and she said, "Oh shit, we take that fuel and put him into work. Right now, we unleashed him, and unleashed him a second ago." Naruto just wanted to scream at the fucking woman, but it was already too late. The effects were spreading around everything. Some age faster and some age slower. Some become young and some become older. And different entities from different universes came. They said, "You fucking donkeys, you make this happen." And, well, anyways, if we want to fix this, we need the super revolver of the cold. And then Sonat said, what is the super revolver of the cult? And Naruto failed, and he said, the super revolver of the cult is an ancient weapon created by the Ancient One and the author themselves. The power harnessed in it is said to be omnipotent. It's said that it can do anything except things that are with the authors. And Tsunade said, where can we find it? Naruto just pointed at a dimension that was unlocked that showed every kind of demons and god and evil gods possible. And she said, are you kidding me? We can't do that, it's very dangerous. And then Naruto said, but we have to do that, old fucking hag. If we didn't do that, then the entire universe will be reversed to nothingness. So Nati just sighed and she said, alright. You and your team will be going to get the reward. Naruto just sighed and said, alright, give me the fucking useless shits. So this is the weapon he was talking about. Just ignore the things here and here and here. Well, anyways, let's continue. They go inside the dimension with Naruto defeating the demons of the evil gods. When they reach it to the weapon, Naruto just equipped it with a hand and he said, on the behalf of the Celestials, I wish you, the Supreme Cult, to return everything how it was. And then the weapon shot, and everything returned how it was. And then they just sighed in relief and he said, phew, that was close. If I didn't did anything, then the entire universe would have been erased. Which I don't care, but still, if there is no universe, then how can I rule the universe? Or else I create my own universe. Yeah, better than that. And then he continued on the art. And then Kakashi said, well, Naruto, it isn't very nice to say things like that. Naruto just scoffed and he said, say the ones who almost destroyed this fucking multiverse. Kakashi just looked down in shame. Since he knows that if Naruto wasn't here, they could have destroyed it all with their curiosity. Then Naruto said, you let your curiosity drive you so far. If you don't stop, you will end up being like the determined humans. Lost their emotions, lost all of it, the sensation of killing. That's what you will end up becoming. Understood? Kakashi just nodded and they go back to the original one, where the time is skipped again. After about, I don't know. Well, this is when Pain attacked the village. Pain, when attacking the village, go to Naruto, he said. So the last mortal with Mono. A mortal like you don't deserve that power. It should be for me, a god. Then Naruto just scoffed at him and he ripped his skull off and he said, my god, you, just because you have some pathetic eyes that have some heavenly chakra doesn't mean that you are a god. Then I just said, well, anyways, let's just start with another thing. How did how did steal my burrito? And they all pointed at Kakashi and he said, I love burritos. I can't handle myself. Naruto just slapped him into a wall and he said, fuck off, the next time you did that, I will kill you and kill you again. And he continued, and now another fucking time skip into the last battle with Mother. Mother was unleashed by Ito. Yamato said to him with his sage pass power, wherewith the tree got absorbed and he was on the floor, crying from the pain that not to give. He said, oh come on, just why? Why can't you be strong, heavenly shinobi? You have the power of the sage of the sixth path and you are still no challenge. How pathetic. Then he ripped his head off and he came back. And that's where the story ends, I guess. Anyways, make sure to leave the comments if you want to add suggestions on what story we should do next.